Shalom Chaverim, hi friends. Can you say Shalom Eve? Shalom. I am here today with the Torah. Let's give her a neshika. And the Parasha, the part of the story of the Torah that we read this week is called Miketz. So remember what happened. Yosef was sold as a slave by his brothers and he went all the way to Egypt. And in Egypt, there was a ruler like a king. He was Paro, Pharaoh. And Paro had a dream, a chalom. And he couldn't understand what that dream meant. So someone knew that Yosef was very good at explaining chalomot. So Paro brought Yosef to him and explained his chalom, his dream. There were Sheva parot, 7 cows. Sheva parot shmeinot, Sheva 7 chubby cows, fat cows. But then there were Sheva parot razot. There were 7 cows that were very thin and they didn't look very good and they looked pale and sick. What does it mean? Said Paro. Let's try that together. Say, what does it mean? Please explain. So Yosef thought and prayed to God and said, this is what your dream means. In Egypt, there will be 7 years that the land will give us amazing ochel, amazing food, and we will have more than plenty to eat and go about. But, he warned Pharaoh, after 7 years, there will come very bad years, years in which the land won't give us any ochel, any food, and everyone will be ra'ev, will be hungry. But don't worry, Pharaoh, Yosef added, I have an idea. Why don't we save from the first 7 years the food, the ochel, because we won't need all of it, and then we'll have plenty during the other 7 years, the bad years. So we'll have food for ourselves and to feed everyone else because we'll have so much. And Pharaoh said that it was a great idea, right? Top, top, top. So Pharaoh invited Yosef to work for him at the palace. He wasn't a slave anymore, go figure. So years passed by, and the 7 good years, top, 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 and the 7 ra years, not so good years. But everybody had ochel in Egypt. And one day, Yosef's achim, his brothers came because they were looking for food. Yosef recognized them, but they didn't recognize Yosef because he looked so changed and so important in Egypt. Who would have known? But Yosef knew that he was going to feed them because they were re'evim, they were hungry, and there is a mitzvah that is machil re'evim, to feed the hungry, to give them food. But Yosef wanted to know whether or not his achim were sorry for what they did so long ago to him because it was really mean. So he gave him a nisayon, a test. And he said that one of the brothers must stay and the rest of them can live with the food. What do you think? Did the brothers help the one brother that's supposed to stay in Egypt by himself? Or they just left them behind? Well, the brothers, no, they had learned. They said, no, we already lost a brother. We don't want to lose another brother. And that's when Yosef thought, maybe they have changed after all. Maybe they are sorry. But we will know more about that next week. So how about us, Chaverim? How can we do the mitzvah of machil re'evim, to feed the hungry? Well, you know when you are ra'ev or re'eva, when your tummy rumbles because you need food? Yeah, well, other people feel that also. And for some people, it's not as easy to get food as it is for us. Maybe they don't have the means. Maybe they live in places far away. Maybe they are by themselves and they don't have good people to take care of them. So what can we do? Of course, we can share food with our friends and Chaverim, but But there are also food banks and soup kitchens and places where they invite people to come and eat. So we can donate, which means to buy and give food to those places. We can also volunteer our time there and help them, or sometimes we can even deliver food, which means take food from those places and give it to people who need it, like old people maybe that they cannot go grocery shopping. There's so many things that we can do to fulfill the mitzvah of Ma'achil Revim. Download your free Parsha with Miss Eve activity guide at toratron.com. So what will happen with Yosef and his brothers, his achim? We'll figure out next week. So stay tuned. Nashika to the Torah and Shalom. Thank you for watching, Chaverim. Don't forget to subscribe. And please, bevakasha, share it with your friends, your Chaverim, and with your mishpacha, your family. Toda. Thank you. Shalom. The Toratron. Open the curtain. Time to begin the show. Sing along the Toratron. This is your story, the play where you belong. Sing along. We present for you today the Shabbat treasure alive. The